Alright, welcome to episode 5 in my Ultimate Slayer series. Today we're going to cover the Morytania collection log. This is one of the biggest logs in the Ultimate Slayer challenge with 28 unique items to hunt. However, most of them are fairly common and all of the monsters are very AFK. So let's go ahead and look at the monsters, how to kill them reasonably efficiently, and some of the clips of my drops. Enjoy. Let's start with what I would personally say is the most important monster in the region, the Celestial Dragons. These guys play host to 5 pieces of Dragon Rider equipment, each with a specific drop rate of 1 in 5,120, or in other words, about a 1 in 1,000 to roll any piece. So using the coupon collector's theorem, we can calculate that we'll need to kill a little under 12,000 of these dragons on average to get all of the unique pieces. So we're definitely going to be here a minute. Fortunately, these are 100% AFK and do not require a Slayer task to roll for the Dragon Rider pieces. You would need a task to roll for the Celestial Gauntlets, but to get those, I would recommend that you do Elite Dungeon 2 with Lucky Charms instead. That should be substantially easier, faster, and bypasses the Slayer task requirement. So to kill Celestials, I was using my best ranged gear with a cannon and potion reservoirs to upkeep my overloads automatically. I did use Jas Dragonbane arrows, and with those, I was able to get around 700 kills per hour. Without Jas Dragonbane arrows, I think you would be getting closer to 650 kills per hour. So it's not a huge difference, but I am a mainscaper after all, and I have the luxury of buying arrows from the GE. But for any Ironmen out there, Araxite arrows or Dyne arrows will work perfectly fine. So I actually don't have a lot of clips of getting drops here at Celestials. I did do this grind essentially completely AFK, just leaving my laptop open on the ottoman over a weekend where my girlfriend and I watched the entirety of Squid Game. Really intense show, but paired with good company and a really unintensive AFK grind made for a pleasant lazy weekend. Here is the one clip that I did record when I saw that I finally got the last piece of Dragon Rider, around 14,000 kill count. Better Nix chaps, I see the message, but where are the actual chaps? Okay, there they are. Dragon Rider chaps, that was the last one I needed. Gotta see my KC here as well in a second. Oh man, that's good. That took a while this weekend. Let's see, Celestial Dragons, 14,000 KC. Oof. Maybe a little bit unlucky from that number I was looking at, but yeah, no complaints. That really wasn't too bad. The second most important monster in the region are Abyssal Demons. Everyone's favorite go-to AFK combat and invention training method. There's really not much for me to say here. I'm sure you know what Abyssal Demons are by now. You will want to be killing these guys on task, at least until you receive the Abyssal Wand and Orb drops. And you may also want to remember to be using the Most Wanted card from the Rush of Blood Weekly D&D to boost your odds at getting these drops. Once you do get the weapons, you'll very likely already have received the Abyssal Whip and the Abyssal Head, but otherwise continue AFKing until you do. I don't have any clips here as I actually finished these collection log drops en route to 200 million Slayer experience several years ago. Next up are the creatures in the Polypore dungeon, the Ganodermic Beasts, Grifflepines, and Grifflaroos. All of these monsters are most easily AFK'd with magic and can quickly be accessed with either a Dungeoneering Cape, Mask of the Ganodermic teleport, or a more recent addition to the game, the Platinum Anklet teleport. From the Ganodermic Beasts, we'll be looking for Ganodermic gloves, boots, and a Polypore stick, all of which have a 1 in 101 drop rate. Hey, nice and easy. There's the Gano boots. I imagine this will be quick. I feel like when I did some invention training here, I got like hundreds of these. There we go, there's the gloves. Just the Polypore stick to go. Not bad. And there it is. Ganodermic Beasts are done. Nice and easy. From Grifflepines, we're looking for the 1 in 60 Grypholic Wand and the 1 in 60 Grypholic Shield. And lastly, from Grifflaroos, we'll also be looking for the 1 in 60 Grypholic Orb and Grypholic Gloves. One obscure monster we'll need to kill in order to complete the Morytania collection log are Terror Dogs. These drop a 1 in 248 Granite Helm and can most easily be accessed by using a Slayer Ring teleport to Tarn's Lair. Lastly, we have a handful of monsters who can all be conveniently found in the Morytania Slayer Tower, and for basically all of these monsters, I just used magic and aggression potions, and it would be ideal if you had the Caroming perk as well. So in the tower, I'll be starting off with Gargoyles, who drop the 1 in 496 Granite Maul, as well as the 1 in 496 Dark Mystic Rope Top. Hey, there we go. Dark Mystic Top, Gargoyles are done. Next, we have Aberrant Spectres, who drop the Dark Mystic Robe bottoms as well as the Lava Battle Staff. For the Dark Mystic hat and the Dark Mystic boots, we'll be killing Infernal Mages. Okay, Dark Mystic hat? That was really quick, that was only about 2 minutes here so far. There we go. We got a bunch of hats, as you can see. The boots ended up taking a little while, but yeah, not bad. Easy creature. And lastly, the gloves come from Banshees. Also in the Slayer Tower are Bloodvelds, which drop the black boots. These should be fairly common at around 1 in 128, or extremely common if you wanted to go out of your way to travel to the mutated Bloodvelds, where you'll find a 1 in 10 drop rate. However, it's hard to beat the convenience of the Slayer Tower. And finally, the drop that gave me my title broadcast, the 1 in 500 Crawling Hand pet from Crawling Hands. Funny enough, you can actually slash this drop rate in half by wearing the Mask of Broken Fingers. So definitely check your Diango storage or start saving up those Shattered Worlds points, because as you'll soon see in the upcoming episodes, Slayer masks like this can be extremely powerful for this Ultimate Slayer grind. Yo, there it is. Nice easy monster to finish it off. The Crawling Hand, got myself the pet, and there's the broadcast. The Fenkenstrain's monster feat is complete. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm glad I checked my bank and I actually had one of those masks in the Diango storage. Definitely can't complain with cutting a drop rate in half. Also, it's really funny looking at the area loot and it's just a bunch of gloves and rings. It's a pretty funny drop table for this monster. I think that's a good gag. But yeah, there we go. Morytania is complete. That is 5 out of 13 now. Good stuff. And there you have it. For completing all unique drops in the Morytania area, I've unlocked myself the Scourge of the Undead title in this vibrant red color. But more importantly for me, I've now finished my 5th of 13 Slayer collection logs, and I'm free to move on to a new region. Subscribe if you want to keep up with my Ultimate Slayer series. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.